guys. Welcome to Enneanerds. I'm Bethany, and I am a type 5.
And my name is Grace, and I'm a type 7. And have you ever wondered, what is this Enneagram that people keep talking about? I see it all over social media. I see it all over everywhere. What is this weird word? Well, we are here to tell you, to inform you in hopefully a fun and quirky way.
If you've never even looked it up at all, we're here to help you. You've come to the right video. We can help you. Okay. First of all, I'm going to do a little plug for our podcast. In case you don't necessarily want to watch just a short video and you want to do like a deep dive, we have a whole podcast where you can go, and we have 2 seasons out of various things about the Enneagram that you're welcome to explore. If you really want to do like a huge deep dive, that's fine. But anyways, also you've made it to our page, so that's exciting as well. So the Enneagram is basically like a personality assessment that came about many years ago, kind of synthesized by this guy. His name was Oscar, I believe. And he took some practices from Christian monks, and kind of took all that information from Christian monks and put it into this kind of like, I don't know, little the shape of the Enneagram, you can insert a picture of Enneagram here. And it has it's a circle and has 9 different points, I think, and made this kind of shape. And it's based off the deadly sins. And so there's lust, there's anger, there's all, if you know the deadly sins, they're all there. And so there's 9 different types. Which if you're brand new to Enneagram, 9 can seem like a lot. You're like, whoa, how do I figure out who I am? I'm used to just the quadrant of 4. And so it's hard to necessarily pick out which one you are based off of 9 different types. So I'm going to quickly kind of just tell you the nickname of each of the types to give you an idea of what you possibly might fit into. So we have our type 1s. They are called the improvers. They want to improve the world. They have a really strong sense of justice. Type 2s are known as the helper. And they are people who care an awful lot. They are known as empaths as well. And so they're the helpers. Typically, mom types are type 2s. That's kind of where you see that. Type 3 is the achiever. These are the people who go above and beyond and are very career focused. Type 4 is the romantic. And so these are the ones who are a little bit on the moodier side. They feel their emotions. They love their emotions. And so the type 4, they are the ones that are more of the mushy-gushy type. Type 5, which is what I am, is the investigator. We are very curious people. I have 1,000 questions and I don't know what to do with them. And so I just ask Grace all the time, all the questions. And so, but the investigator, and then we have type 6, which is known as the loyalist. I love type 6s, and they're the people who are looking for safety and security. And they usually build community. They're like the glue of the Enneagram. And then we have our type 7s, which is Grace, and type 7 are the enthusiast. And so they just love life. They love everything. And they have a lot of high highs, and they just live life to the fullest most of the time. And we have 8s, which are the challengers. Those are the people who are also known as, I feel like they're the advocates for people, and they tend to stand up for what they believe in and stand up for people. And then we have our 9s, which are the peacemakers. And these are the most chill number on the Enneagram, and nothing really gets them riled up, but they crave peace, and they are the people I go to whenever I want to feel peace. So those are the different 9 types. We will do a video over each and every type, kind of like a deep dive, so that you can kind of get to know more. But now I'm going to have Grace. She's going to talk about the different triads.
Okay, so there are 9 different types we have established. So the triads are 3 different numbers that are kind of lumped together for different reasons. So the first triad is going to be 1 9, and 8. Okay, so their center, they are going to be a very instinctive person. They deeply, deeply feel anger, but they feel anger in different ways. We'll get into that in future videos. People in this triad will act before they think. And they're also going to be the quickest people to step up when crisis comes. The way that these 3 different types react is going to be very different. And that's when those deep dive videos where we go into why these different numbers do the things that they do, that'll make more sense. But that is the first triad, the gut triad. So the next triad we have is the heart triad. That's going to be numbers 2, 3, and 4. They are very feelings people. They are driven by their feelings and their emotions, and their deadly sin is shame. They feel shame very, very deeply. Again, they feel it in very different ways. These people will feel before they act or think. These people, as Bethany said earlier, they tend to be a little bit more empathetic. She mentioned like 2s being kind of the mom type. So if you tend to be a very empathetic, compassionate person who can just connect to people deeply on feelings, you may be in the heart triad. And finally, we have the head triad. That is 5, 6, and 7. That's where Bethany and I both lie. These people are thinkers, and our deep, deep feeling is fear. We are driven by fear, different types of fear, but we are driven by fear. People in this triad will think before they act or feel. We are classic overthinkers, so if you go into a thought spiral, that's what Bethany and I call it, you might, if that even resonates with you, what a thought spiral is, you might be with us in the head triad. And they will think through every possible scenario so that they can make a plan to succeed.
All right, so another little thing that adds flavoring to the Enneagram is what we call wings. Once you figure out your core number, which, my core number is a 5, Grace is a 7. I always say that the numbers next to you on the Enneagram circle, insert picture here, it will, the numbers next to each of your core number can add flavoring to your personality, is what I say. So the wings can only be the numbers on either side of your core number. We see sometimes people think that a wing can be a number that's across from you on the Enneagram, and that's not the case. It could be your stress number or it could be your secure number. But a wing kind of adds, it's the ones next to you. So I'm a 5 wing 6. I can access a 4 a little bit. I don't tend to do that, but I feel like I am like 50% 5, 50% 6. There have been many times where I've doubted I'm a 5 and think that I'm a 6 because I have so many 6 qualities that add to my overall personality. And Grace is a 7 wing 8 on her Enneagram, and she's can go into her 6 as well a little bit, not too much. But her 8 wing adds to that fiery passion that she has for everyday life. And so, so wings are on either side of your core number, and they add some flavoring.
And then Bethany very briefly mentioned your stress number and your growth number. So very, very briefly, and we will talk deeply about this in the future videos, but you have your core number, but then when you are living your best life, you are healthy, you are thriving, you can go to your growth number and you will take good attributes from that number, where you will also, when you are living not so great and you are stressed out and anxious and all the nasty things in life, you can also go to your stress number and take some negative attributes from that. And so each core number has a growth and a stress number. So just keep that in mind as well.
Hopefully we answered questions about the Enneagram for you. Just please check out our other videos about that are more in depth with the other numbers and the Enneagram and the pieces of it. It's a very complex system, so don't freak out if you don't know everything or understand it all the way right now. It's okay. We can help you. We're there for you. Okay.
And please consider subscribing and hitting the little bell notification, because we will be coming out with future videos that will be deep diving into each specific number and going deeper into the Enneagram in future videos. So make sure you don't miss any of that.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.